real place in your life and not a temporary one. Either there is weight to this energy, there is intention to it, there is a feeling that once this person enters your world, things begin changing quickly ahead, not only in your love life, but in the way you see yourself. The first card coming through is the Star. This is beautiful, because this is wish fulfillment energy. This is spirit saying something you have been hoping for is finally moving into place. So if you have been sitting there overthinking, wondering when love is going to show up, wondering whether you are somehow behind, this card is saying, no, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. And what is meant for you has not missed you. I'm also getting that this person sees you in a bright light. They notice you. This is not somebody who makes you question whether you matter. This is not somebody who leaves you trying to decode every little thing. Number, I feel like there is something about your energy that stands out to them very naturally. They feel your softness, your charm, your spirit. There is something memorable about you here, something that lingers with them. Then we have the Six of Wands, and this is where that popularity message gets loud. Because this card is attention, recognition, admiration, being seen, being chosen. So what I'm getting is that you are entering a season where people start noticing you more. Your energy becomes harder to ignore. You may become more confident, more radiant, more expressive for others. It feels like your presence just gets stronger. You walk into a room and people feel you. And I really feel this future spouse connection is tied to that glow up. Not because this person gives you your worth, because your worth is already there, but because the right person reflects you back to yourself. The right person brings out your confidence and softness. I'm seeing the Empress here too, and I love that because this is your energy becoming more magnetic, more self-assured. Spirit is really saying stop underestimating yourself. Stop acting like you have to become perfect before love can reach you. You do not. This future spouse feels very drawn to your essence. Yes, there is attraction here, strong attraction, but it is not shallow. They admire your heart. They admire the way you carry yourself. And for some of you, this is someone who will be very proud to be with you, very proud to claim you, very proud to show you off in a healthy, loving way, because they genuinely see you as someone special. I'm also getting that this person may be admired themselves, they may be respected, they may be popular in some way, or they may simply carry a strong presence. But what stands out is that even if they have many options around them, their attention lands on you. And I feel that is important because some of you have been carrying this fear of being overlooked. This reading is saying you are not overlooked, not by this person. Then we have the Hierophant. And yes, this is very strong future spouse energy, commitment, sacred union, real intentions. This is not somebody who feels casual. They may move carefully, they may take their time, but I do not feel someone who is here to play games with your heart. I feel someone capable of structure, loyalty, and long-term love. And honestly, one of the biggest blessings of this connection is that it calms your mind. If you tend to overthink, spiral, question everything, their consistency is going to feel deeply healing. Now, I do see your current energy showing up with the Eight of Swords. So yes, you are still in your head. Some of you are wondering whether this is ever going to happen. But Spirit is very gently saying, stop letting fear tell the whole story, because your future does not look blocked here. It looks aligned, it looks loved, it looks elevated. And the final card for this first part is the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful because underneath all the recognition, all the popularity, all the glow up energy, there is real love here, real tenderness, real emotional openness. This future spouse is not just bringing excitement, they are bringing heart. So the biggest message here is this: your future spouse is showing up very strongly already in the energy. And Spirit is asking you to stop overthinking what is already being prepared for you, because this next chapter looks like love, visibility, confidence, and emotional fulfillment all coming in together. So what I'm getting next is that this person is not only going to be drawn to you, they are going to feel proud of the connection, proud to know you, proud to stand beside you, proud to be chosen by you. And that matters because this does not feel like someone who wants to keep things hidden, confusing, or half-hearted. No, this feels like someone whose energy says, I know what I have in front of me and I value it. The first card I'm seeing here is the King of Wands, and wow, this person has presence. They may be very attractive, very confident, very charismatic, or simply the kind of person people naturally notice when they walk into a room. There is leadership energy here, strong energy, bold energy. And yet, when it comes to you, I feel like there is a softness underneath all of that. I'm also getting that this person may be admired by other people. They may have attention around them. They may be successful. They may be socially visible in some way. But what's interesting here is that even with all of that, they still lock in on you. Their attention lands on you for a reason. And some of you really need to hear that because you may have been doubting whether someone like this would truly choose you. Spirit is saying, yes, they would, and yes, they do. Then we have the Two of Cups, and this is beautiful because it tells me the attraction is mutual, the connection is mutual, the emotional pull is mutual. This is not you making something up in your head. This is not one-sided fantasy energy. No, this is a real soul bond. A meeting of hearts, a strong sense of recognition between two people who are meant to affect each other deeply. And I feel like when this person comes in, you are going to sense that almost immediately. There may be chemistry. Yes. There may be excitement. Yes. But there is also going to be that deeper feeling of, why does this feel important already? It may feel easy to talk to them, easy to be around them, easy to open, even if you usually do not open quickly. There is something in this connection that feels naturally balancing. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands around you as well, and I love this so much because together, this is a power couple type of energy. This is two people who are both magnetic in their own way, two people who draw attention. So for many of you, that is another reason Spirit keeps saying you are about to get popular, because this connection itself may become very noticeable. People may talk, people may watch, people may admire the two of you together. For some of you, being with this person may increase your confidence so much that you naturally start shining brighter. You may start putting more energy into yourself, your appearance, your gifts, your goals, your voice. You may simply start showing up more fully because you feel more seen, more inspired, more supported, and that changes your whole aura. Now, I am also picking up the Page of Pentacles. And this tells me this person is serious about building. They may start small, they may be thoughtful, they may not rush every single step, but they are not careless. They are intentional. They want something that grows, something that lasts. So if you were worried that this is all chemistry and no substance, I'm really not getting that. I'm getting someone who wants to invest time, effort, and consistency into what they feel. And I have to say, Spirit keeps coming back to this message of stop overthinking. Because some of you are so used to waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are so used to expecting mixed signals, delays, uncertainty, that when something real starts approaching, your mind almost tries to protect you by assuming the worst. But this reading keeps saying, let yourself receive, let yourself be chosen, let yourself believe that healthy love is possible for you too. The next card I'm seeing is the Sun, and wow, this is such a beautiful confirmation because the Sun brings joy, openness, warmth, visibility, and blessing. So yes, this connection looks happy, it looks alive, it looks uplifting. This future spouse feels like someone who brings light into your life and also someone who helps bring your own light out more fully. So the main message for the second part is this: the connection between you and this future spouse looks mutual, visible, and strong. This is not somebody who slips in quietly just to disappear again. This is someone who sees you, chooses you, and adds to your glow. And with them, I really do feel your confidence and sense of worth rising more and more. So what I'm getting here now is that one of the biggest things this future spouse is going to change for you is your mind. And I mean that in the best way, because I feel like before this person comes in fully, a lot of you have been carrying anxiety around love, wondering too much, replaying too much, trying to read signs, timing, silence, distance, all of it. But this person feels like someone who teaches your nervous system that love does not always have to feel unstable. The first card I'm seeing here is Temperance. And wow, this is such a beautiful energy because this is balance, this is peace, this is emotional healing. This is two energies blending in a way that actually works. So what I'm getting is that when you meet this person, there is going to be something soothing about the connection. Even if the attraction is strong, even if the chemistry is there immediately, there is still a calmness underneath it, a sense that this can grow the right way. And I feel like that is something many of you have needed for a long time. Not more chaos, not more hot and cold, not more trying to decode somebody's mixed messages. No, this feels like someone who brings emotional steadiness, someone who makes it easier for you to breathe, easier for you to trust the moment, easier for you to stop spiraling every time something is not instantly clear. Then I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles around you. And I love this because it tells me you have been growing into yourself, even if it has taken time. You have been learning your value, learning your standards, learning how to stand on your own 2 feet, and Spirit is saying that work has not been wasted. It is actually part of why this future spouse can meet you now in a healthier way, because you are no longer the same version of yourself that used to settle for less. And I have to say, this person admires that about you. They admire your independence. They admire your strength. They admire that you have your own mind, your own energy, your own presence. This does not feel like someone threatened by your power. It feels like someone attracted to it, inspired by it. Even they may really like that you are not desperate, not clingy, not trying to force things. There is something about your self-respect that makes you even more beautiful to them. Now, the next card coming through is the Page of Cups. And I love this because beneath all the maturity and stability in this reading, there is still sweetness here. There is emotional openness here. There is softness. I feel like this future spouse may have a tender side that comes out, especially with you. They may flirt in a cute way. They may say sweet things. They may be thoughtful, romantic, and surprisingly vulnerable once they feel safe. So this does not look dry or overly serious. It still has heart. I'm also getting that this person may help you reconnect with your lighter side. The side of you that laughs more, smiles more, hopes more, because I feel like some of you have become a little guarded from disappointment. And that is understandable, but this connection feels like it starts melting some of that, not by force, but naturally, because their energy gives you room to soften again. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is huge because this is saying the meeting itself is fated. The timing of it matters, the season of it matters. There is a divine turning point around this connection. So if you have been feeling like things have been delayed or like nothing is moving, Spirit is saying it is moving. There are shifts happening that you may not yet be able to see. And when this person comes in, it may feel like life starts opening. That is another reason this reading keeps tying your future spouse to popularity and visibility, because it is not only the relationship itself, it is the season surrounding it. A season where you are more noticed, more appreciated, more in alignment, more in your power, and I feel like this person almost arrives as part of that expansion. The last card I'm seeing here is the Four of Wands, and that is beautiful because this is celebration, stability, joy. Union, a strong foundation. So the message here is that this future spouse is not bringing confusion. They are bringing peace, reciprocity, and a relationship that actually has room to become something solid and happy. So the biggest message for this third part is this. Your future spouse feels like someone who helps quiet the overthinking, not increase it, someone who brings balance, sweetness, and a real sense of emotional safety. And with them, I really do feel your whole energy becoming lighter, brighter, and more open to receiving the love you have deserved all along. So this future spouse is going to be very intentional when it comes to you. This is not somebody who feels something deep and then just sits there forever pretending it does not matter. No, I feel like once they know what this is, once they realize how important you are to them, their energy becomes very focused, very clear, very purposeful. The first card I'm seeing here is the Knight of Pentacles. And I actually love this in a future spouse reading because it tells me this person is serious. They may move slowly at times. Yes, they may not rush every single moment. Yes. But slow does not mean uncertain here. Slow means careful. Slow means grounded. Slow means grounded. Slow means this person wants to do things, right? Not recklessly. And honestly, for many of you, that is going to be part of what makes this connection feel so different. Because I think some of you have dealt with people who came in fast, spoke quickly, promised big things, and then disappeared just as fast. This person does not feel like that. This person feels consistent, they feel stable, they feel like somebody who follows through, and I feel like that consistency alone is going to heal something inside you. Then I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles, and wow, this is beautiful because this is a real offer, a real beginning, something tangible, something that can actually grow in the physical world. So yes, this person may be very romantic in their own way, but what stands out even more is that they back their feelings with action. They do not just feel, they build, they show up, they create, they invest. And I'm also getting that this person may bring a sense of security into your life that you have been craving for a long time. Emotional security. Yes, but also practical security. This may be someone who is financially responsible, someone who thinks ahead, someone who naturally wants to create a comfortable life with the person they love. So when Spirit keeps saying you're about to get popular, I also feel part of that is you stepping into a more elevated chapter overall, a chapter where you are no longer surviving love, you are actually receiving from it. Now I'm seeing the King of Pentacles as well. So this is more confirmation that this person has very grounded energy. They may be mature for their age or simply the kind of person who takes life seriously in the right ways. They may be strong with money, strong with structure, strong with responsibility. But what I love is that this does not feel cold. It feels dependable. It feels like someone who knows how to hold space for a future and then actually make that future real. I'm also getting that this future spouse may really admire your growth. They may notice how much you have had to learn on your own. They may see the strength behind your softness. And I feel like that makes them want to come towards you even more carefully because they know you are not someone to be handled casually. There is respect here, a lot of it. Then we have the Eight of Wands. And that tells me that even though this person may be steady and measured, there is still movement here. There is communication here. There is momentum here. So this is not a connection that stays stuck forever. No, once things begin unfolding, I feel like they can actually move more quickly than you expect. Because when this person knows, they know, and when they choose, they move with intention. For some of you, I feel like this person may become very expressive. Once they feel secure enough, they may start reaching out more, talking more, making plans more, wanting to see you more. The energy builds, it opens, it becomes harder to hide. And that is beautiful because it shows me a relationship that is not only stable, but alive. The final card I'm seeing here is the Ten of Cups, and that is such a gorgeous confirmation because underneath all the practical energy, all the stability, all the commitment, there is still happiness here. Deep emotional happiness, shared joy, the feeling of this is my person, the feeling of home. So the biggest message in this fourth part is this. Your future spouse is not only serious about you, they are capable of building something real with you. They bring stability, consistency, movement, and emotional fulfillment. And I really feel that once this connection starts unfolding, you're going to understand why Spirit kept telling you to stop overthinking, because what is coming looks solid, heartfelt, and very, very real. It feels like a connection that settles your heart while also opening doors around you. So love and elevation seem to arrive together for you. So what I'm getting here now is that this connection is going to change more than just your relationship status. It is going to change the way you feel about yourself, the way you move through the world, and the way other people respond to your energy. Because when the right person comes in and they love you correctly, something in you starts waking up, something in you starts glowing again. And I feel like that glow is going to be very, very noticeable. The first card I'm seeing here is the Sun, and wow, this is such a strong confirmation of joy, visibility, warmth, and blessing. So yes, this future spouse energy feels incredibly positive. This is someone who brings light into your life, someone who makes things feel more open, more hopeful, more alive. And I have to say, when this person comes in, it may feel like a heavy season starts lifting. Like you can finally breathe again, like your heart can finally soften instead of always preparing for disappointment. And with the Sun here, I also feel like you become more seen, more appreciated, more naturally magnetic, People may start noticing your beauty more. Your confidence may increase. Your smile may come back stronger. There is something about being loved in a healthy way that changes a person's whole aura, and I feel that very strongly here. This is part of why Spirit keeps saying you're about to get popular. Your energy is brightening, and people are going to feel it. Now, I'm also seeing the Queen of Cups around you, and I really love this because it tells me your softness is not a weakness, your depth is not too much. Your heart is not a burden. In fact, those are the very things this future spouse is going to cherish about you. I feel like this person is going to be very touched by your emotional depth, your intuition, your tenderness, the way you care. And for some of you, this is very healing because maybe you've dealt with people who did not know how to value your heart properly. But this person does. Then we have the Emperor. And wow, that is a very strong future spouse card. This is someone who wants to protect what they love, someone who wants to build, someone who wants to provide stability, someone who takes commitment seriously. So if part of your overthinking comes from wondering whether there are still people out there who know how to show up, who know how to lead with maturity, who know how to create safety instead of confusion, Spirit is saying, yes, that energy is absolutely here. And what I love is that the Emperor and Queen of Cups together tell me this is a beautiful balance, your softness, their steadiness. Your emotional depth, their structure, your intuition, their grounded presence. This feels like a partnership where both people bring something meaningful and together it creates something strong. I'm also getting the Three of Pentacles, and this is really beautiful because it tells me this relationship is cooperative. This future spouse is not going to make you feel like you are carrying everything by yourself. No, this feels like teamwork. Support, mutual effort, building together, solving things together, growing together. And honestly, for many of you, that alone is going to feel life-changing because I feel like some of you have had experiences where love felt one-sided, where you had to do all the emotional labor, all the waiting, all the understanding. But this person feels different. This person feels like they meet you halfway. They participate. They care about creating something healthy with you, and that is a huge part of what makes this feel like future spouse energy, rather than just a passing romance. Now, I do see a little lingering fear here with the moon. So yes, I feel some of you may still have moments where you doubt, question, or worry. You may wonder if something this beautiful can really be yours. You may wonder whether the timing is real, whether the love is real, whether it will last. And Spirit is being gentle here, but also very clear. Do not let old fears speak louder than new blessings, because what I'm seeing is not fantasy. It is unfolding. It is alignment. It is the kind of connection that helps you trust again. Not because you force yourself to, but because the energy is finally giving you something solid to trust. The final card I'm seeing here is the Six of Pentacles, and I love this so much because it is the energy of reciprocity, equal give and take, generosity, care. So the message for this fifth part is this: your future spouse is not only bringing love, they are bringing balance, support, visibility, and a relationship where you no longer have to beg for what should come naturally. This feels like a bond that nourishes you. And the more it grows, the more your own light grows too. So what I'm getting for this final part is that Spirit wants you to trust where this is going, because this future spouse connection does not feel shaky. It does not feel temporary, and it does not feel like something that comes in just to teach you a painful lesson and leave. No, this feels like a connection that grows roots, a connection that becomes real in your everyday life. A connection that changes your heart and your sense of what love is supposed to feel like. The first card I'm seeing here is Judgment. And wow, this is powerful because this is awakening, realization, a moment where things become clear. So what I'm getting is that this future spouse is going to have a strong realization about you. It may not all happen in 1 second, but there is a deep knowing here, a sense of this is the person. A sense that meeting you shifted something permanent inside them, and honestly, I feel the same is true for you too. This connection may bring that feeling of recognition, like somehow your soul understands the importance of it before your mind catches up. Then we have the Four of Wands, and that is a beautiful energy to see here because this is stability, celebration. Shared joy, a home, a foundation. So yes, this still looks like future spouse energy, not just romance, but real partnership, real union, real life being built together. I feel like this is someone you can laugh with, rest with, plan with, and actually feel safe with. That safety keeps standing out to me because this is one of the biggest blessings of this connection. You are no longer guessing whether you matter. You are no longer decoding mixed signals. You are no longer living inside uncertainty. I'm also seeing the world, and wow, that tells me this connection closes an old cycle for you. A cycle of overthinking, a cycle of chasing clarity, a cycle of feeling overlooked or half chosen or emotionally exhausted. Spirit keeps saying that season is ending. And this future spouse feels like part of that ending because they are not coming in to repeat the past. They are coming in to help you step into something more mature, more open, more aligned. Now, I'm also getting that with this person. Your world may expand. For some of you, there may be travel. For some of you, there may be moving, networking, getting out more, being seen more, becoming more social, or stepping into a more public version of yourself. Because I keep feeling that your popularity is tied not only to your glow up, but also to the life you begin stepping into once this connection unfolds. It is like